Well, howdy, folks. It's me again, Mr. Whiskers. Got another great show for you here for Good Time for Wine with Mr. Whiskers. If this is your first time joining us, I do encourage you to go down below, hit that subscribe button, slap that notification bell. That way you're notified every time we bring in new content. Like, comment, and of course, share our videos. We thank you very much. We are doing something new today. It's a wine kit. I've never done this before. We're going to learn together. Now, before we get started, I want to make sure I pay the bills. Be sure to thank our sponsors by checking out thebeardstruggle.com. If you grow a beard, want to grow a beard, have never tried it before, you want to try, go to thebeardstruggle.com, use discount code MrWhiskers20, and you get 20% off your purchase. In fact, use that code every time you shop. You'll get 20% off. Also, 912 United, new company that just started last year on September 11th. Now, it's 912 United because if you look back at 9/11, our country was hit with tragedy. In the days following, we became one nation, one people. We were all one. We were Americans first and foremost. You can get t-shirts, you can get hoodies, ball caps, all kind of good stuff, owned, operated, and run by veterans. There's a link in the description section down below. Let's go ahead and get into this. I purchased a Moscato Wine kit. This is done by Wine Expert. I've never done this before, so we're going to learn together. Now, in this particular box, I had a couple of things that struck my fancy. One is it came with different enzymes. It came with a full fold-out set of instructions. That's right. We're going to do step one for day one. It came with not one bag, but it came with 2 bags of juice. Now, the instructions say this bag is used later on. I'll put it back in the box. And let's go ahead and get on into this. Now, it says at the very step one, take a cup of hot water. Pour it in there at the bottom. There is 5 grams of bentonite. This is going to kind of help make sure that we keep down the particles that are free floating in the wine. And it's going to help to clarify the juice right off the bat. Now, you will find right at the very beginning, the bentonite is not going to dissolve completely. That is okay. It's perfectly normal. It will dissolve with time. Back to the instructions. Pour the contents of the large bag into the primary fermenter. That is our bucket. Now, one question has been asked by quite a few people, and I thought I covered it well, but apparently I might have overlooked it. So if I have, please forgive me. You can go to your local grocer and you can get food grade buckets. Make sure they have an airtight pocket or lid. This one was made with originally buttercream icing. Icing, go to the deli section, go to the bakery. They've got all kind of icing buckets in 2-gallon, 4.5, 5, 6-gallon buckets, depending on how much cake they typically make. You can get those. Now, if it says pickles, garlic butter, stuff like that with a lot of vinegar, don't use those buckets. You save those buckets for composting or your trash can underneath your desk if you need to. This is what we got. Now, take that juice. See if I can read the directions here. You know what? If first you can't succeed, try again. With a really sharp knife works for me. All right. Get the juice poured in. Now that is a concentrated juice, which is what we want. Give that a good stir. And then, as always, I buy my water. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold back a little bit of water, and I'm going to bring a little warmth to it to bring it up to about 80, 85 degrees to bloom the yeast. And what I want to do there is give the yeast a little bit of a kickstart. That's how I do all of my wines. Makes it easier for me to know, yes, that is a good yeast. It is fresh. It is active. It is alive. I see it right at the very beginning. And you'll see the activity in the water. I take about half a cup to 3/4 of a cup, put a tablespoon or so of sugar in it, bring it up a little bit in temperature, like I said, to about 85 degrees roughly. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. Introduce it into the wine mix. Put the lid on it. Put the airlock on there. And I'm good to go. Now, according to the directions here, the next time I do anything with this wine is going to be day 14. So 2 weeks, I will come back to this wine and I will check it again. Now, go to your local wine supply house, go online, look for stuff like this. Great way to kind of find out in a very inexpensive way whether you want to pursue growing the fruit for yourself or finding a farm to go pick it for yourself. I've always been kind of a little more of stubborn. I want to know I picked the fruit. I want to know I grew those fruit. I want to know what I did. That's just me personally. But again, talked into this, and well, very trusted friend of mine. This is how he got started, was these little kits like this. So I'll see you back in 2 weeks with this wine, and we'll see what happens. So until next time, have a glass of wine for the fat boy, would you?